What is going on, everybody? I'm Rob Westerman of GUP Daily, and joining me this morning to preview some Packers football, baby, and to choose our player Pick-Ems is Johnathan Beckman. Johnny, it's game day. How are we feeling?
Trying to rush home right now.
You gonna make it in time? You gonna make it in time for the game, or what are we thinking?
Yep, I'll be home in 30 minutes, which gives me that time. But yep, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Any pregame rituals we got going on? What's your little guy Rowan? Is he saying go Pack go yet, or what's the deal?
He's sleeping right now. He's sleeping.
He's getting rested up. Well, let's just go ahead. Let's just
getting rested up.
hold on here. Let me we're having trouble with Twitter again. So let's let me get this pulled up here quick. All right, it should be good to go. All right. Let's dive into some injury notes right off the bat here. Get those out of the way. Everybody knows what's going on, obviously, if you've been on Twitter on anything. Jair on IR, out for at least 3 weeks. I read Schefter's article today. Yes, the famous Adam Schefter. He said the docs will decide within the next couple of weeks whether he needs surgery or not, which is still an option, which is obviously not good news if that's even in the conversation. And if he had surgery, his season would be over. Obviously, massive news, and all we can do is wait and see. Josh Myers, center, out. He's got a finger injury, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
Elton Jenkins, as we just found out about 30 minutes ago, he's also out, which is a bummer. So, obviously, along with no Josh Myers, that leaves us with Yash to continue filling in for Elton, who Elton is filling in for D-Bach to begin with. So, that probably leaves Lucas Patrick at center. Yeah, that's tough. Any tidbits on that there? How do you think the O-line is going to do today?
Oh man.
I know it's tough.
I mean, you can only make up for so many guys out, and they just keep losing them. I mean, it could be a gross ending to a weird game. But I saw something yesterday. I can't remember who tweeted out. It was like the last time the Packers played the Bengals. It was like Rodgers threw a pick six. Ty Montgomery had all these carries. There was just, I can't remember. There was a few in there that were just like, it just being
Martellus Bennett.
Martellus Bennett. Just weird, just stuff that's not what you expect.
Not what you're thinking, right? No. So we're doing this video obviously to do our player pick-ems, but before we jump into that, we got a few Bengals points here. They are 3-1. I want to mention that the 3 wins came against teams with a combined record of 2-10, so that's a yikes. Either way, obviously a win is a win, and ultimately they're 3-1. Jamar Chase, I was checking out Paul Bretto's article over at Dairyland Express, and Paul was talking about how much of a deep threat Jamar Chase is when given the opportunity for what the statistics call downfield targets. He's second in catches, tied for first in touchdowns, and fourth in yards. So without Jair today, obviously you got to be a focal point to stop him. Got to stop Higgins and Tyler Boyd in the slot, lining up against Chan and Sullivan, or maybe Kevin King if he's in the slot. Either way makes me a little nervous, especially if we're not going to be able to generate some pressure with Z out and a couple other guys. Who would you most want to see cover Jamar Chase today?
I guess it depends on how injured T. Higgins is. I mean, because right now you got to be looking at Eric Stokes being our number one. So really,
yeah,
whoever we think's the number one for them, I mean, is pretty much, I'd say, put Eric Stokes on. But,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, Kevin King's got to play what he was drafted for.
Yep.
Play up to that standard.
Kevin King. So
if there's a game to have it, dude.
This is the game today, and hopefully he has one today so that next week we can say, hey, let's build on this and let's do it again. And the week after that, do it again. Obviously, we can't lose any more guys anywhere, really. Obviously, MVS is out. O-line's just crazy depth is just weird to even look at. The D-line, Chauncey Rivers going out with a torn ACL. And obviously Z, everybody knows his situation. Eric Stokes went to Georgia, Jamar Chase went to LSU, so they matched up before. I didn't get to check out their college stats and how they would deal with each other, but
they played. Eric Stokes played well. He did give up a touchdown to Jamar Chase, but it was like on like a 7-second broken play.
yep. Well, we could be in for that today if obviously we don't get pressure. Hoping we do. Let's throw it over to the Bengals D line. They got guys like Trey Henderson, Sam Hubbard to kind of headline that defensive front on the outside. BJ Hill, DJ Reader inside. I'm thinking we're just going to have to grind with the run game, and we've seemed to, especially week 1, go away from that game plan if we don't get it right off the bat. But even if we're not popping off any early, just kind of stick with it. I think what I was thinking this morning, let's get AJ Dillon the rock, early and often, as they say, and have him kind of wear down this front, and then bring in Aaron Jones if he's not already in there in the pass catching situation to kind of maybe pop off a big play, whether it's in the run game, screen game, etc. I don't know how you feel one way or the other facing this front. Do we go right at them or hit them with some quick passes to slow them down? Like, what's the game plan?
It's at the end of the day, I mean, it's not the fronts that Green Bay's gone against the last 2 weeks, but
Right.
we're missing more guys. So
yeah,
I mean, we're not going against a Bosa or TJ Watt, but we're I mean, my guess is it's going to be quick passes. It's going to be somewhat organized as far as the snap counts, because Rodgers, I'm sure, whoever, however that goes down, hopefully nobody else gets hurt. That's a big thing on the road too, is neutralizing the crowd noise with having good snap counts, finding 12 guys on the field and stuff like that. So that's going to come down to the offensive line being on the same page with that.
Yeah, no doubt. Before we hop over in our predictions, last but not least, special teams. Obviously, our guy Corey Bojorquez has been just wrecking. He's been hitting bombs. The Bengals actually are second overall according to PFF, and just kind of special teams unit, I guess. 3-4 weeks. Their kickers made 2 game winners, along with they have a good punter. They cover well on punt and kickoffs. Unlike we seem every time we get the ball and take it out, Kylan Hill, he doesn't have anywhere to go because the blocking just isn't there. I'm hoping to kind of neutralize that. So let's start with a prediction here. Give me your prediction and give me one key, for the Packers to come out of Cincy with a win today. What do you think?
Well, my predictions changed since Wednesday. I'm a little bit more hesitant towards the points we're going to score, but I'm going to go with I think we can still hit like a 24-27 type thing. And I think the defense will play all right, but I'm looking at like something like a 27-20 type game. Really the key to it, I think is still going to be offensively, because I really don't know what's going to happen with our defense. It's just going to come down to hopefully the game plan with execution, with the short passes and stuff like that, and a run game. So hopefully they run the ball.
Yep. So what do you got, 27-24?
No, 27-20.
27-20, sorry. Yeah, that's a fair prediction. I know your week 1 prediction was trash. Mine was pretty trash as well, but we've been fairly spot on, weeks 2, 3, and 4. So I'm hoping you said 27-20. This game to me is kind of already shaping out to be weird, as we talked about 5 minutes ago. In Cincinnati, a place and team we don't play very often, all the injuries happening on our end, a noon game, obviously the first noon game of the year, and for a team that's played a lot of primetime games, a lot of 3:30, 3:25 games in the afternoon, sometimes it seems they come out a little slow or sluggish. One key to this game for me, and it's an obvious, not a cop-out one, but it's obviously just to get some pressure on Joe Burrow. I think I was reading earlier yesterday, he's quick. His snap to pass, time is quick. They get the ball out quickly. And if we can make him dink and dunk down the field, obviously, hopefully bend a little bit, not break, rather than just give up massive plays, left and right. That's kind of the key for me. Get some pressure on him, help those guys in the back end. Obviously, we got Jair out, Kevin King, who hasn't played the last 2 weeks because of a concussion. Get some pressure on Joe Burrow. And our DBs are going to be in some tough spots, obviously, against Chase, Higgins, Boyd, if we don't. So I'm not trying to see what, that looks like as far as Kevin King, Chan Sullivan, Stokes going up against this trio. And obviously, I think Boyd catches those short ones, makes them after the catch moves, which normal years I'd be super nervous, but we've got Devondre Campbell over there kind of roaming around. Maybe he can kind of put an end to that. But my prediction is kind of a bold one. I think we start fast. I hope we start fast in kind of one of those games where like we don't really have to worry. We will always have to worry about like who's hurt and the situations inside of our team and how they're going to shape out during the game. But I hope we get to us. We start fast, and the Bengals are just trying to play catch up the whole time rather than a back and forth game. Them pointing out our weaknesses and whatnot. I'm going to go 33 Packers, 20 Bengals. I think we need to score 30 plus either way to win this game. I think their offense is going to, get some points against our defense, but defense comes up with a turnover. Special teams, makes a play as well, whether it's, a couple punts inside the 10 or, a kickoff flunder where we can get them back down inside the 5. Or do I dare say, like, special teams touchdown? Like,
Yeah, right.
When was the last time that happened? Micah Hyde?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Or was it that blocked punt by Josh Jackson against the Vikings in like week 2, the game we tied?
Oh, yeah.
We got the touchdown. Like, either way. I think we win 33-20. We moved to 4-1. And then obviously we head into a stretch against the Bears, Washington, and then the Cardinals on Thursday night. Massive win that we need to get today, considering all the injuries and obviously the situation's going down at 12:65. So 27-20 you, 33-20 me. Time for our picks, man. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited. As we talked about, there's no real skill being showcased here as far as our picks go because it's mainly 99% luck as to who wins each week. But there is that 1% of like the free will that goes into it when we select who we want in the snake draft of the players. With that being said, through 4 weeks, with week 1 being exempt because nobody scored, I'm in the lead 3-0 for the score on the season. You're winless. So with that being said, are you ready to roll or what?
I'm ready to go.
Are you?
I'm just waiting for you.
All right, I got these up from last week. I'm going to go first just because whoever wins, they get that choice. Are all the picks looking good? I didn't even have a chance to look at this. Everybody's MBS is out again, obviously. EQ has been activated, so he's in. Kyle Hill and Aaron Rodgers lose tomorrow. All right, you ready to roll?
I'm ready, man.
I'm gonna go right ahead and say it. Devontae's scoring the first touchdown today. Obviously, our O-line's a little banged up, as we just talked about. I don't think Aaron Jones, unless he gets one of those touch passes, where he's doing the jet sweep or whatnot, and Aaron gets it and just bops it to him. I'm thinking Devontae Adams. Easy dub for week 5 here for your boy. What do you got? You got 2 picks. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Aaron Jones, but
okay.
I'm gonna go with that. Then I'm gonna go with AJ Dillon.
Wow, you're gonna leave me with Tanyan?
Yeah, that's fine.
Tanyan? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and go. This is tough because Kabi had a great game last week. You feel like Alan Lazard's time is coming. You just don't know when. Yeah, let's go Big Bob. And oh man, this is tough. I can't. You see me going over to Kabi. Oh, let's go Randall Cobb. I can't not do him. Let's go.
I wanted Lazard anyway, so I'm gonna take Lazard.
Yeah, I bet you did. Who else you got? Colin Hill, is that who you were thinking? I think he might get some playing time today, from what I heard.
Let's go with gosh.
This is tough.
Let's go with EQ.
Wow.
Maybe we'll get the deep ball out of him.
Wow.
I'm just trying to go off the wall here right now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what do you have to lose? Really, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Gosh, man, Aaron Rodgers. I have to, because last week he came through. Obviously, the little scramble. I called it before the game, did I not?
Oh yeah, you mean how I called it the last 3 weeks before that?
Yeah. When it ended up not being correct. Yeah. So, Aaron Rodgers, Malik Taylor, and Amari Rodgers. That's who I'm thinking. But do I go? Oh man, let's do it. Malik. There's no way. Lewis and DeGuara. Let's do it.
All right. Well,
You're up. Who are you going to leave me with? You got Colin Hill, Malik Taylor, Amari Rodgers, defense and special teams.
let's go with
What are we thinking?
let's go with Amari Rodgers and then defense, special teams.
Okay, you're going to leave me with Colin Hill.
Yep.
And like I said earlier, if he gets a special teams touchdown on the kickoff return, I don't think that's fair if I have the player but you have special teams. Like, we need to really.
Well, you don't get to change the rules 4 years later, so.
Well, that's just bullshit. Like, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Any last words? We got game time kickoff here in about 43 minutes. Any last words here as you get home?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gonna get home, get some food rolling, or what?
Gonna charge my phone and pray that we don't get more offensive line injuries.
I mean, dude, if we get any more injuries anywhere, like receivers is okay.
Mercedes Lewis is going to be playing left tackle by the end of the game.
Yeah, my goodness sakes, dude. Any more O-line injuries, any more cornerback injuries where obviously they signed Rasul Douglas off the Cardinals practice squad. He brings a little bit of depth, but obviously Isaac Yiadom. But any more cornerback O-line injuries, and yeah, it could get ugly. So, all right, you ready to shut it down? Okay. All right. To everyone watching, enjoy the game today. We're already in week 5 of the season, so enjoy every second of every week because it's just flying by. Check out the description in the below, and you'll find the links to our socials. So follow us there, tweet at us, DM us, and chat some football. That's what we like to do. So for John and myself, we thank you for watching and hanging out. We will catch you guys later.